Hi, it's Anna here. In this video tutorial, I want to show you how to make this really cute but quick and easy card with the Autumn to Remember stamp set by Stampin' Up. It came out just recently with a new Stampin' Up product line for scrapbooking. So it has some really nice large sentiments with some additional images here for stamping, but I want to show you how to easily use this for a card that is very beginner friendly, and it's this one here. So I listed all the measurements in the video description as well as the supply list linked to my Stampin' Up store if you want to purchase any of the items that I'm using in this tutorial. So let me put my card aside and let's dive in. First, I have a label here. I die cut this from basic white cardstock with the Countryside Corners dies, and I think it's the, let me count, third smallest, or if you want to count the other way, 1, 2, 3, the fourth largest. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment here in Cajun Craze. So let's get that ink pad open. And we have this really nice big sentiment here, Crisp Autumn Days. So I'm inking that up, tap, 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 light touch as always. I'm going to stamp that here a little bit to the left because I want some room for my leaves. Okay, so right there. All right, looks good. And then I'm going to stamp my small leaf in the same color. I have some extra, just a some basic white cardstock here as well. I'm going to stamp my small leaf in the same color. Just going to stamp that over here. All right, so that means I'm done with this color. I can close the ink pad. And then I'm bringing in some crushed curry. I usually don't use it that much, even though I love the rich yellow, but I think it's a perfect color for anything autumn, fall, and especially with Cajun Craze. So I'm going to stamp my, I guess it's a maple leaf. I'm going to stamp that right next to it in crushed curry. So let's see if we can get that on here. So we can still cut them out with paper snips. All right, there we go. And I just love this light watercolor look. And then we're going to stamp. Let me get these aside for a second, just so I don't mess things up. Then I have a strip here of crushed curry cardstock that is 5 1/4 by 1/2 inch. So if you have plenty of these cardstock strips, you know, from cutting card bases or layers, then this is perfect for using these up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a little bit of scrap paper here. And then we have this nice border stamp, or just, yeah, longer image here. Kind of looks like vines or something. So I'm going to ink that up as well and stamp that on my cardstock right here. And then I'm going to repeat that. Doesn't need to be lined up perfectly because it's probably going to be covered mostly by our label and the leaves anyway. But so as you can see, and now we have just a little bit of an extra layer here. Almost looks like a ribbon. So that's what I love to use these 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch. Hold on, what is it now? It's 1/2 inch? Yeah, 1/2 inch, but also my 1/4 inch strips. I love to use them for that kind of thing. All right, so we got all of our stamping done. And now we can, let me put that aside here. Put our card up here. So now we can bring our pieces in. So these two leaves, there are no dies. So I went ahead and I just fussy cut those with my paper snips. And just to kind of keep this video for you quick and easy, I already went ahead and cut these out for the video, just to kind of keep it at a yeah, decent length here. So, but I would say that took me maybe like 3 minutes, so still a pretty quick and easy card. Okay, we have our card base here that is basic white thick cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5, scored and folded at 4.25. Then I have a piece of designer series paper, and this is from the same product release of scrapbooking items. It's called Sweet Days of Autumn designer series paper. It's a pack of 12 by 12. And let's see here, let me just pull that out a little bit for you. Sorry about the glare. So lots of cute patterns here, and you actually get 4 sheets of each. And I love this one. I can't wait to use this for some fun projects for our preschool kiddos. So that is the paper where I got this piece from, and that's 5.25 by 4. So let's go ahead and glue this down. A little bit there and a little bit there. All right, and we're going to glue that right down. Let's see here, let me pick that up. It's a little bit difficult to see white on white. Oh, and I think I did get some Cajun craze there on my thumb, but that's okay. So there we go. Just wiggling that in place a little bit. All right, then we're going to use our crushed curry strip here. Let's see. And we're going to put that right in the middle. All right, so it's the same length as our designer series paper. Then I'm bringing in some Stampin' Dimensionals for our label. And since it's a larger one, I like to make sure that it's got nice coverage. So I'm going to do 6 dimensionals just to make sure it's not getting squashed in the mail. Well, it probably will be, but to keep that layer somewhat even, it's always better to put on an extra dimensional or 2. So I'm just taking these backings off. I'm going to put that right over here. Let's see. All right, and then we can bring in our leaves, and I'm going to use some smaller dimensionals here. Let's see. So basically 1 under each little, oh, 1 there and 1 there. That may have been a little bit too far off. Okay, let's move that a little bit. All right, so then what I like to do is, before I glue everything down, kind of test if it needs some support anywhere else. Maybe 1 right there. Okay, and the rest of my leaf is going to rest on the label, so I don't need to cover the whole thing with dimensionals. Okay, now if you want to, you can bend these leaves up a little bit after cutting them out. So, and let's see here, like, well, we can put it down further a little bit. All right, I think that's good. So I'm going to push that down, and then I'm going to use a little bit of liquid glue. Well, I think under here to keep my stem a little bit down. I can't see. Okay, there's some glue. All right, just hold that down for a second. And then we're going to put a little bit of a blob there under our oak leaf. And then I'm going to put that right over here. So there we go. I decided not to add any more embellishments because I just love the card as is, and thought it was cute and still quick and simple. And And I know you've seen a lot of cute cards from me lately, right? So, and that's how quick and easy it is to complete this project. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please let me know by hitting the like button. And if you want to see more quick and easy card ideas for busy crafters, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you get notified of new tutorials. In the meantime, check out my latest card tutorial right here. I see you in the next video.